Hey, true believers, Englentine here, and, well, I thought maybe the voice would be getting better, but unfortunately it's not. This may be my last video until this gets over with, or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. To me it sounds really deep and airy. I don't know. Can't get enough of your love, baby. Anyway, this is a review of The Unstoppable Wasp, and, so... yeah, it's a #1, and I figured, okay, somebody's got to check it out. Somebody's got to read it, and we'll do a... and I know, I think Mem did one, and I heard that DNC did one. So I'm going to be the tiebreaker, because if I understood, one enjoyed it and one did not. I did not watch them, but here's the thing. Whoever thought it sucked wins. I wanted to like this book because right away I realized I am not the target audience for this one. I doubt anybody listening to this video is the target audience for The Unstoppable Wasp. 11-year-old girls, maybe 8, 7, you know, around there. No, I would not go any older than 12 on this one, because otherwise the brain starts working and people would start reading into it and going, yeah, this doesn't make much sense. And we're talking about right on up to the fact where they have this, what is it? It's called Girl or something like that. It's like girls in research labs or something like that. I know or is it gals? I forget. They say it a couple of times, and at one point Janet Van Dyne is up in front doing a presentation. Like, you got to get into this because we need to promote women in stem cell research or something. Like, that's what it's all about. This entire thing is trying to promote girls going into sciences. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Women can do whatever they want. I don't care. Let's not act like they're being held back from doing what they want. They also have this character here who, you know, they want to make sure they're inclusive, so they have their gay character, and the first thing you learn about her, I'm gay. Oh, no, actually, first thing you learn about all of them they are geniuses. Everybody's a genius. You got to remember that everybody who is a teenager in the Marvel Universe is a genius anyway, so, because, hey, there ain't nothing but geniuses when it comes to the teenage set. Anyway, it's a Marvel thing. I'm the 14th. Most smart person in the world. Oh, by the way, I've got to talk about this. So Wasp says, we've got a break-in or something like that. Let's get Team Wasp together, and all the girls pop up, and they have these little waspy things flying around, and I'm thinking, well, that's a very noticeable thing for somebody who shrinks to be riding on in order to sneak into a building. Seriously, this is not stealth, guys. Ultimately, what they do here is prove that you do not need any of the other girls except for the Wasp. Oh gosh, this book's so bad, guys. Now, the art fits the story. It's not my favorite, but as far as what we're getting here, it is. I'll tell you what I did like. I liked the AIM soldiers. I would not mind, what is his name, Whiteley or something like that. I would not mind him writing a book about AIM soldiers. It would be like, what was that Master Chief show, Red and Blue or something like that. They were at least fun. They were entertaining, and I liked that part of the story. Otherwise, the rest of it, it was what we get all the time. It's what I warned away from. This is message before story. And so they have this little attack on the AIM facility, and in all honesty, it just feels like they're going through the motions because they need to do something to make it action-packed, and when all they're really doing is trying to promote the girl power or something like that, whatever this whole girls in action lab or something like, maybe it was Gal. That would be Gail. That's not even Gail. Anyway, it was whatever they're promoting, and I know it's on the cover, but God, I'm so tired and so freaking lazy right now. I'm not going to look at it, because basically I'm not going to be promoting another one of these issues to be telling you the truth about it. On the other hand, and in the independent corner, we have Ripley's Believe It or Not. So this is a collection of short stories based around things you might find in the Ripley's Museum. We have one down here, and in all honesty, I did put an application in for employment, and I would love to get it. It's a nighttime thing. It's basically clean up at night. And so I was like, wow, I would love that, because I would be taking pictures and video and then doing stories and videos about it. Anyway, these are the stories you get right here. And I dig these books. I dug them when they were, first, what was it, Dell, I think? Or are they Gold Key? Ripley's Believe It or Not. I always sometimes get Dell and Gold Key mixed up. But I love these books. And I did when I was a kid as well. Basically, they just tell the strange stories. In this case, it's, wait, Beauty and the Beast was real? And so they actually tell the story that Beauty and the Beast came from. And it's basically a guy who's got hair from the top of his head to the bottom of his toes. I mean, he's like just covered. Looks like a wolf man. It's a disease, and they mention in here, but if I can't remember what was on the cover of Wasp, I'm not remembering what's in there either, guys. Sorry, like I said, I am so I'm out of it. Too much chloroseptic. Anyway, but yeah, it's a really fun time. It's a good story, and it's a good book. Not only do they do the Beauty and the Beast story, what else did they have? They had Dead Guy Wins a Race, a horse race. They had the story about the guy who had the railroad spike through his skull and lived. There's so many cool and interesting stories to this, and it's done. What they do also, the structure of it is basically where they will tell the story, and then kind of like the fictionalized comic book story, and then they will show you the page and the in an artist rendering, because it's comic book. It's not like a photo of it, but then they'll show you the picture of what the reality was and such, what was heard, and then what is told, and what is real. And I like that. I like that setup. This is a good book. Unfortunately, I think it's only one of two, to tell you the truth. I think that's what I saw in this, and that's kind of a shame, because this could be a series. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there. Of course, shorten the book up to regular size. This one's 52 pages or something like that. The only other problem I could see it running into is the fact that it's an anthology book. And my rules on anthology books are basically they're hit and miss. Some stories are going to be good, some stories are going to be bad, unless you keep the same writing staff. Like, okay, we're going to write these 3 stories about these 3 items. And you keep the same writer and artist, you'll keep the same consistency, and I think that would improve the chances of having a good book. But yes, I want to see Ripley's Believe It or Not in series form rather than just a 2-issue miniseries. But I guess that's what they could get, because like I said, this is supposed to be one of 2. I've been to the museum that we have here in Orlando, and yeah, you could do, there's so much stuff. And here it's not only just, like, this is the one that you're seeing pass by here. This is the one where the guy wins the horse race when he's dead. And there are more here as well, and goodness, I'm trying to remember the others that I didn't include. Sorry, guys. But, oh, man, I'm so out of it today. Sorry. And once again, if you just popped in, yeah, right. Yeah, I apologize about the voice, but these are pretty good. The stories are pretty consistent in their quality. You're not going to be missing out. It's not a point where you're like, oh my gosh, that one was so horribly told and it was really bad. I mean, obviously some stories are going to interest you a little more than others. That's just the nature of the beast of anthology books. But overall, dude, I gotta say, once again, I guess I said it before, this is a thoroughly entertaining book, and if I were to recommend one or the other from Unstoppable Wasp or Ripley's Believe It or Not, I'd say spend the extra $1 or $2 and get the Ripley's Believe It or Not. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? What did you buy the Unstoppable Wasp, and if so, why? I mean, I know I have to, but you? And did you buy Ripley's Believe It or Not? Let me know what you thought about these. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Do I have it backwards? Was Unstoppable Wasp just awesome and Ripley sucked? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you know the drill. Click like. Sharing gets word out about the channel. That's always important. And if you haven't done it already, click subscription and that notification bell. Sometimes YouTube does their job and actually notifies you when we do a video or a live stream. Now, this is the way we're trying to make a living. If you don't mind helping out the channel, please go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Links in the description below. Like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.